Okay, so I am 10 weeks into my first ever bikini prep. And oh, Lord, help me out. So, these are three things that I think every person that is trying to, especially every girl that's wanting to do bikini prep should know, and that I wish someone would have told me. First, this is gonna be a lonely journey. Like, you have to understand that this is a you project and everyone else is not involved in it. Therefore, you are gonna feel excluded from plans. You will have to learn to say no a lot. You won't be able to show up the same way as you used to show up before. You'll have to learn to prioritize if that plan is worth the effort you've already put into it. So it is going to become a lonely journey. Also, if you live with your partner or you live with other people that are not doing bodybuilding, you will feel left out, because they're probably having different kind of foods, they're probably having trees, they're probably going out, they're probably drinking, and you can do none of that. So you need to be mentally prepared that this is going to be you think a lonely journey, and that you're doing it for yourself, so you have to like very stick into it for yourself. Second is that it's not cheap. Like, it's not stupid expensive, but I think for an average person you have to know that this is not like a cheap hobby to have. Especially the closer you get to like actually going to stage and doing like more bikini prep things, because at the beginning what you're doing is like more like losing fat, building muscle, so more of that can maybe be like in a certain price range, but the closer you get to stage, the more expensive it gets. For example, at the beginning you'll probably, if you go like through a coach, you're probably paying a coach, a gym, your supplements. You will be taking supplements that you've never taken before. Those are a little bit expensive, but that is like manageable cost, because if you're doing this, you're probably not spending money on going out, money on drinks, money on food, so it kind of balances. But after that, the closer you get as a bikini, you will probably have to pay a posing coach to teach you the routine on stage, and to teach you to walk, teach you to like all the postures and all that. They are not cheap. You will need practice shoes. They are not cheap. You will need like a posing suit, not the stage one, the posing one. That is not cheap. You'll probably need a photo shoot at some point. That is not cheap. Absolute. You will need your supplements will change. You will have a huge urge and need to buy more gym clothes, because that's the only thing you wear on a week. And then the closer you actually get to even stage, you will need your show suit that can be as cheap as 300 or as expensive as 1,000. So your stage shoes, your tan, your makeup, your hair, jewelry, your rope. So be mindful that it is going to be an investment that you have to be ready to make, because what you cannot do is that in the middle of it be like, okay, I can't afford that, because what you're going to do, you know what I mean? So you have to be mindful that this is going to be a period of your time, 6, 8, 10 months, where you are going to be putting money into something. And the third thing, which I think is the most important one, is that this only works if you really want it. So what I mean by that is that the only way for this to succeed is for you to actually be obsessed with it. Obsessed to the point that you like raw dough things, obsessed to the point where you like, you know, you're hungry, but you don't eat anything, because you're in the mindset of like, no, I've like ate my food, I hit my steps, I'm not gonna ruin it. Obsessed to the point where you have to like, this is all you kind of think and breathe, and everything moves around this, no opposite way. Because I think in our normal lifestyle, what we do is like fitness is a part of life, and you do everything else and then you have fitness. But I think for this to actually kind of work, you have to be like, how many meals I have a day, how many steps, okay, everything else has to fit within those things, because bodybuilding is about controlling all the variables and making them like, the only way to actually being a bodybuilding lean stage is controlling all the variables. And if you leave the variables out to fit them in your life instead of opposite way, it just take longer, it just be harder, you just feel more miserable. So you need to know that for whatever period your prep is, 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, whatever your coach tells you, whatever you decide, you need to know that those 10 months, this is you. This is your obsession. This is what you're focusing on. This is what you're learning to say no. This is what you're prioritizing. Everything else goes to kind of a second hand. You make sure that you hit your steps, your water, your salt, your meals, your workout, and then you can consider something else. So you have to be obsessed in a good way for this to actually kind of go somewhere. But if you do those three things, I think you're absolutely fine.